go, Reefy. It's another day, baby. Yes, sir. Training just went crazy. Yeah, the last 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been that crazy. Okay, Reefy. Let's go.
Here we go.
There you go. 1 lap down, baby. Here we go.
1 lap down, man. 1 lap down.
There you go.
65, 66.
5,
Yeah,
66,
got bangs.
67.
Come on, Reefy, keep up. I know, yeah, just put on your spike. We don't care. I tried to.
Yeah, 67s would be 428 for the mile.
And he wants what? 4, 10?
I don't know what he wants through the mile, but 1500 he wants sub. Let's go, Reef. Get on the bike.
Keep on him. Keep on him. Let's go. Keep on him, Reefy.
You just have 2 400s left. You did 12 of these at this pace. You got it. Let's go. Let's go, Reef. Get on the bike. Figure out the rest later.
Come on, Reefy. Let's go. Push it.
Let's go, Reef.
Push it. You just gotta hold on. Just hold on. Let's go. Come on, Reefy. Let's go, Reefy.
Get on the bike, Reef. Come on.
Push yourself right here. Hold on.
You want to go to state in the 15? It starts here.
Let's go. Come on, Reefy. Come on, Reefy. Catch it. Okay, on that bike. Let's go, Reefy. Out of here, kid.
Strong here.
Come on. You want to go to state in the 15? You got to kick ass right here. Let's go, Reef.
Come on, this is it.
Let's go. Move.
This is it. Finish it.
You got to finish it, Reef. Faster you get done, the faster you get to recover. Let's go.
300 meters, Reef. Let's go. Tag effort here. Come on. Give me a tag effort.
Come on. Let's go, Reef.
Everything you have, lay it out.
Move those arms. Pump those knees.
Kick.
Come on, Reef. Come on. I know you got more in you.
Come on, Reefy. Right here. Let's go.
414, 415, close.
Let's go, Reef. Come on.
Let's go. Push it all out.
Push.
Right.
Go. Through the line.
Let's
Through
go,
the
Reefy.
line.
28, 29, 30, 31.
When I ran that mile, that was probably one of the hardest things that I've ever done. Just running that fast takes time, effort, a good training plan, just lots. It was so hard. I think the hardest thing about running a mile, the third lap, it is just so difficult. When you think about running a mile, like, you don't really think that the third lap would be the hardest, but it just is. I don't really know the science on it because I'm not an expert, but it is just the hardest lap out of the 4. Last lap just kind of takes care of itself. And I might sound like a broken record when I say that because everybody says that the last lap takes care of itself, but it's really like, we're not lying when we say that. That was really, really difficult. A little story time. I did that in August of 2023, right? I am currently recording this on February 26, 2024. So that's what, 6 months since I ran that time. And the thing about it is that was the fastest I've ever ran in my entire life. I was doing really, really good at that point in running. We have this training plan and we call them blocks. So basically block 1 is kind of the entry level, like, workout training plan, I guess. It's kind of like the entry level workouts for the training plan. Block 2 is kind of the same thing, but a little bit harder. And then block 3 is when things really start to change. Each block is like, you're moving up in the training plan, right? You're moving up because you're getting faster. Block 3 was really, really tough. And that is when I finally felt like I was starting to get fast, and I retrialed, I think, at like a 4:47. And then after block 3, and then after my first track season and everything, I think I finished the season with a equivalent of a 4:37 mile, because I ran a 4:19 1500, which is 100 meters less than the mile. I went from 4:37 to 4:30, which you guys just saw. Ever since then, I've been a little bit spotty on my running, and the reason for that is, after that mile, that 4:30 mile that you guys just saw, right? I had this lingering knee problem that I've had kind of ever since I started running. To be honest, I started running in middle school, 6th grade. I mostly did track from 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, and then 8th grade I decided to do cross country, and then that was when I kind of realized I was a long distance runner. In the track and everything, and I'll show you guys a picture of like my times throughout high school on the screen somewhere, but I just kept dropping and dropping and dropping time as each season came along, right? And but the thing that I really struggled with in high school was injuries. Injuries. They get every runner, unfortunately. Well, unless you're just God, I guess, then you might not get an injury, but I had a really bad knee injury in high school, and it set me back for like 3 weeks of my freshman year in cross country. My coach basically told me, she's like, you need to get this checked out or you're not really going to run at all, in that season. And so I got it checked out, and basically what they told me is that I was growing too fast, and that is the reason that I'm having these knee issues, is because I was 5'1" when I started my freshman year of high school. I was 5'9" ending my sophomore year of high school. So what, in a year and a half, I grew 8 inches. So that's kind of why I have these lingering knee issues. And in September, maybe October, the knee issues started coming back, right? I was doing my training plan through college in the last year and the last year and 2 months or so, and I was doing really, really good with it, and all of a sudden these knees problems started coming back, and I felt like it was a little bit different this time, right? It wasn't really the same knee injuries throughout high school. And so I go get checked out and everything, they're like, you might have a slight torn meniscus. And that was kind of like the unofficial reading, right? Was a slight torn meniscus. And so I kind of backed off a little bit from like sprinting and that kind of thing. So I never really did any sprinting from October to December of 2023, just focusing on hitting like the primary workouts, right? Because we have long tempo on Mondays, we have short tempo and mile repeats on Wednesdays. And then I had 500s on Fridays, right? And, you build those up every 2 weeks, right? So you start at 2 mile long tempo and then you try to build that to like 5 or 6. It kind of just depends on the type of runner that you are, right? And then on Wednesday, I started with, I think, 1 mile repeat and then 0.75 short tempo. You know what I built that up to? I built that up to 4 mile repeats and 2.25 short tempo. So, you know, that was 8 weeks, 10 weeks of building that up. And each time I hit it twice, I increased that mileage, right? So you hit 1 mile repeat and 0.75 short tempo twice in a row. Then you move up to 2 mile repeats and 1.25 short tempo, and then so on and so forth, right? And then on Fridays, I started with 2 500s at 4:23 pace, which was my goal mile pace, because, you know, I just retrialed at 4:30, and then obviously the next time I wanted to retrial was like, you know, you obviously want that to be faster, right? So I had 2 500s at 4:23 pace, and then I built those up to 8. So each time I hit 2 weeks in a row, I would build those up by, 2? Yeah, I built those up by 2. And then, like I said, the knee injury, it started coming into play. So I got checked out, and it, you know, obviously told me that I had slight torn meniscus and everything. And so the whole month of December, I kind of decided, because I was on the Christmas break, right? I kind of decided that I wasn't going to do any workouts, and then I was just going to do mileage at a faster pace. And that's kind of what I did. Some days I would do like 5 miles at 7-minute pace, and then some days I'd do like 8 miles at 6:30 pace or 6:15 pace or whatever it was, right? And then, okay, Christmas break ends, all right? Time to get back in the training plan. Okay, so I do that. And then my knee injury starts coming back again, and I just don't really, you know, I'm kind of iffy on getting back into the training plan and getting back into the workouts and that kind of thing, right? So I go to practice one day, and we're off campus, right? And we go to our local trail, and I have a teammate running in front of me, right? And it's, you know, it's not his fault. It's, you know, life happens, right? But couldn't really see in front of him, and bam, just hit my knee straight on, head on with my knee into a pole. And funny enough, it was my bad knee, right? So I took 2.5, 3 weeks off of running. I tried to heal my knee up. 2 weeks ago now, I just started doing mileage again, right? And the first week I came back, I went from 0 miles to 48 miles. I think for a normal human being, you would get injured again because you just went from 0 to 100 really fast, right? In 0 to 100, you know, on a scale, right? But in terms of mileage, you know, 48 miles, that's pretty much the most that we do in a week, right? On this training plan, at least. And the next week I do 41 miles, and that was last week. So last week I did 41 miles. And then last week, or on Sunday, I did my first ever half marathon long run, right? It wasn't an official half marathon or anything, but just for my personal, you know, running and everything, like that was the first time I've ever ran that many miles in one run, right? Because I think the most miles I've ever ran in one go was 10.5, and then I went straight to 13 last Sunday, because I was running, you know, and I was going for like 10 or 11 miles. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I felt really good at 11 miles. So I'm like, why don't I just go to like till I don't feel good anymore? And, you know, I got kind of close to home and everything. I was like, okay, I'll just go a little bit farther and then turn back. And I went a little bit farther and turned back. And, you know, I finished with 13.5 miles. Did that at 8:19 pace, I believe. And then today, on the day that I'm recording this, on Monday, February 26th, I did 14.5 miles at 7:52 pace, which is the fastest I've ever done for that many miles, right? Because when I was doing 10 miles and stuff like that, I think the fastest I ever went was like 8:20 pace, or maybe a little bit slower than that, maybe 8:30 pace. You know, because on these recovery long runs, right, we're not supposed to go super fast. We're supposed to go kind of slow because they are recovery runs. And because, you know, we go so hard within the week, we have 3 primaries a week that I was telling you guys about. And on the weekends, on Friday and Saturday, or on Saturday and Sunday, we try to go a little bit easier. We want to go, 4 or 5 miles at 10-minute pace on Saturday, and then Sunday is usually like, 8 to 10 miles at 10-minute pace. But, since I've been injured and everything and trying to get back up to that mileage again, I went 14 and a half miles today at 7:52 pace. And that was the best that I've ever done. And now I'm trying to get back into the training plan and everything. And I am going to go to a race on Saturday, and I hope to compete. And I hope to get sub 420 in the 1500, which converts to a 4. If I get exactly 420 in the 1500, then that converts to a 4:38, 39 mile, around there. So, yeah, hoping to open up in sub 420. I know because the video that you guys saw is my fastest mile time ever, right? And that was back in August of 2023, like I was telling you guys about. Sorry for my hair. I just, it's kind of been a bad hair day because I went running and I went 14 and a half miles and, sweat and stuff like that. And it's all poofy because it was windy. So anyway, that's not important. But so I'm trying to, I have a race on Saturday, and I hope to open up in sub 420 for the 1500, and that will be my first competitive race since October, when I did a cross-country meet, and I did 5:50 pace for 4 miles. But, there was a lot of elevation and stuff too, so you have to always take those things into account, right? But yeah, I know that I'm not going to be as fast as I once was in August because of the knee injury and everything. I know I can't expect to, personal record or breaking your personal records or any of that because, I wasn't running, right? And I'm just slowly getting back into things. Well, not slowly, actually. A normal person probably would have gotten hurt from going from 6 miles one week to 48 the next week. But, I still have all that runner's ability in my system, right? So, yeah, the meet on Saturday and today is February 26th, so that's March 2nd, and I hope to open up in sub 420, because, like I said, I know that I'm not going to be as fast as I once was, because that's not realistic after coming back from an injury, but the goal is to be just as close to that time as I can possibly get, right? So I think sub 420 would be the goal. Yeah, I know that was a little bit of rambling, but now you guys get to know the backstory of, behind the scenes of the 430 mile and, what I am like today, because the 430 mile was in August and, now it's February. So, yeah, just wanted to show you guys that and give you a little bit of backstory. If you guys like this type of video, make sure you guys leave it a like. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, because we are on the road to 500 subscribers. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. And if you want to see more videos like this, leave it a like, leave a comment, let me know that you liked it. If not, cool, then I'll do something else. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.